Hi everybody, I'm Vicki Odell, the Creative Goddess, and I have a really fun project for you that's part of a vlog hop with some other craft vloggers. Today's project that I'm going to share with you is a wreath that will display your seasonal greeting cards. Now, the fun thing about this is that you can paint it any color so that it goes with your home, or maybe Hanukkah or whatever holiday that you celebrate this time of year. Or you could even paint it some really bright colors and bring it out around family birthdays to display birthday cards, which would be really fun and just add another special touch. So what are you going to need for this project? Not very much. I have a piece of plywood that's cut into a wreath shape. And you're going to need a sanding sponge to sand that plywood down a little bit. We don't want splinters. We're going to use several spring type clothespins and some Krylon dual spray paint. I love this stuff because I don't have to prime. It's got the primer right in it. And I used field green. Now remember, if you're going to make it for Hanukkah, you might want to use blue and silver. Or if it's for a birthday party, you might go crazy and do orange and purple or whatever tickles your fancy. So let's get on to the first step. The first thing you're going to want to do is to take the sanding sponge and sand the rough edges off of your piece of plywood or particle board or whatever that you used. If there's some rough edges, you'll want to get rid of those. And then we're going to take clothespins and take several of them apart. And I find it easy to take them apart, but it always takes me a few minutes to figure out how to put them back together again. So that's all that stuff there is to it. We're going to take these apart after I sanded the wreath form, and then we're going to take these and the wreath form to the spray booth and give them a fun coat of this dual Krylon infield green. So we'll be right back. Now that I have my wreath form painted and dried, and I have all of my clothespins reassembled, don't ask me how I ended up with two extra springs. I have a feeling I have some loose clothespins here somewhere. But now that this is all done, it's time to assemble the wreath so that we can display our cards. The best way to do this so that the clothespins are evenly spaced is to start out by putting clothespins at say 12, 6, 3, and 9 o'clock. And then it may be like halfway in between, and then you'll go and fill in between, and then that way everything will be evenly spaced. So let's do some gluing. And here you see I have all of the clothespins attached. They're pretty even, and I've let the crazy glue dry for a little while just to make sure it's nice and got a hold of it really well. This is not a project I would recommend using hot glue on, especially if you store your holiday decorations in the attic. The freeze and thaw and heat and cold of the attic makes hot glue become brittle, and next season when you go to pull down your wreath, you may find that the clothespins have started to come off. To use it, all you have to do is press on and insert the card, and then you can fill it in with all these great cards that you get from family and friends. That's it for this project. I hope you'll visit the other vloggers who are taking part in this vlog hop, and we'll see you around soon. Thanks.